Sahodikam Nandanang Vande Radhika Charanodayam Govinang Samajuktanam Vrindavanam Tavai Vasmi Najivani Taya Vina Naya Tera Ramanaya Charana Ye Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
First of all, my wishes to my Gurudev, Uttara Vishnu Vishnupad. This is your fault? So my wishes to my Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Shravamana Goswami Maharaj and Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And also after that, my obeisances to Nitya Pravishna Vishnupad, Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Please all accept my Dandavat pranams. Haribo, testing sound. So it's a matter of great good fortune that we are in the abode of magnanimity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This place where all the offenses, like we have to be devoid of all offenses. We have to do parikrama of the Dham without any offenses. Because by doing the parikrama of Navadvipa, by coming to Navadvipa, what happens? Or by touching this dust of Navadvipa Dham, all the offenses will be destroyed. All offenses. The speciality of Gauradham is this. When we hear about the magnanimity and the speciality of Mahaprabhu, we understand the special glory of Gaura Sundar. The Vaishnavas explain the speciality of Mahaprabhu in his Dham. If you chant the names of Krishna, offenses are taken into consideration. But if you take the name of Gaura, misconceptions are not there. Just by chanting, tears will come in your eyes. By chanting the name of Gauranga, his names are so glorious. Even if once you just take the name of Gaura Nityananda and cry, you should cry while chanting. You should cry. Then all your offenses will be destroyed, and your heart will start having manifestations of prem. For example, horripilation, changing of color of your skin, tears, trembling, all the 8 symptoms of ecstasy will be there. So the acharyas explain the speciality of Gauranam and Gauradham. So under the guidance of Guru and Vaishnavas, we're doing the parikrama of Gauradham. Today, first we went to Godrum, where is the place where Indra and Kausurabi, they stayed under that tree and they performed hard austerities. That's called Godrum. That's why it's called Godrum. Go means cow. Which cow? Surabi cow. Which Surabi? The one who had come with Indra to Krishna that time and performed Stavastuti prayers, and then after that, Indra, to remove his offenses, he did Abhishek in Krishna, and that's why the Govinda Kund is also there, because Indra made the Abhishek to Krishna. I told this in brief. Because Indra realized, I have committed an offense. So now I know who I disturbed. Indra, actually, he also insulted Krishna. He called him names. For example, which kind of insult? Maharaj, will you come? You said 6:30, huh? Come there. Maharaj, will you come downstairs? Yes. Will you come downstairs? Ask him to put the camera a little bit down. So, can you ask him? So what did I say? Achala Balisha Abhimanina, like foolish boy. Achala Balisha Stabda Abhimana. These are the Sanskrit words, are very insultive words that Indra used to refer to Krishna. Achala means the one who speaks too much. Like example, kids who speak too much. Kids who speak too much. Achal. This is the main. Balish means. Balish in Sanskrit means foolish person. So Achala, Balisha, these two insultive words. Another one, Staba, doesn't know what to speak, doesn't know what he's speaking, like ignorant. Abhimanina, he thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's better than others. So with these words, Indra, he called names, Krishna's names, like he insulted Krishna. But actually, Shuddha Saraswati somehow she changed the meanings of these words, meaning actually something good. For example, Achal. Achal means someone who also has own knowledge of everything. So it's also called Achal. So two meanings in the Sanskrit, okay? It can mean at the same time. Achal, there are two meanings of this word Achal. One who speaks too much, but like blah blah blah. Kids sometimes are like that. Like speaking worthless things, like useless. Like kids speak whatever they want, like whatever comes in their mind. They're just like speaking, blah blah blah, without any proper meaning. Bachal means also at the same time one who has knowledge of all the knowledge. And Balish, the second insultive word. Balish in Sanskrit means foolish. And at the same time, one who has special knowledge. It's called Balish. Balish, Ashesh Gyan, Vishesh Gyan, unlimited knowledge. His knowledge has no limit, unlimited. Now, third word, Stabda. Even though he does everything,
वस्तु में आसक्ति
He's not attached to anything. He's not attached.
कोई वस्तु में वो पर्सन नहीं होता है।
He doesn't touch anything.
कुछ करके भी
Even though doing everything,
के प्रति वो
still he
आसक्ति
is not attached to anything.
अभिमानी
Another insultive word he said, abhimanina.
अभिमानी के अर्थ है
So, meaning of abhimanina generally means someone who has false ego, false pride, false ego.
और यही का देते हैं अभिमान
But here, abhimanina means,
सब कुछ कर सब भगवान जैसा
oh, Bhagavan, he is Sarva Shaktiman, possessor of all the potencies. Sarva Shaktiman.
अपने वो जबीर जो आदि के
With his power, he controls everyone. He keeps everyone under his control. Even Brahman, great demigods, who are always praising him and bowing their heads onto his feet. It's great demigods. So anyway, Indra insulted Krishna like this, but then Shuddha Saraswati, actually with the same words, Shuddha Saraswati manifested that actually he was actually glorifying Krishna. Anyway, when Indra got to know that Krishna was not an ordinary person, he's Swayam Bhagavan. And then for 7 days, 7 nights, Krishna was lifting that huge mountain, Giriraj Govardhan, right? For 7 days, 7 nights. Indra came to Surabhi and started praising Krishna. And why did Indra bring Surabhi? You can ask, right? Why? Because Krishna loves the cows, right? He loves cows. Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. Krishna, he taught us, like he shows always, like how he loves cows so much. Even Krishna himself said, Krishna said, the cows are my worshipful deity, I worship the cows. Nanda Maharaj said, look, oh, you want to go cow grazing? How come? How possible? So much strong sun. In the month of Jade, like June, July, summertime, under the scorching rays of the sun, in the sand, the soil becomes so hot. How are you going to walk in the hot floor? You should wear shoes. Krishna said, oh, but the cow is my worshipful, like for me, worshipful superior. How can I walk with shoes and the cow no shoes? And the Maharaj said, but they have that, that, I forgot the English word, in the cow has that thing on his, it's a natural hoof, the hoof. Cow has hoofs in their feet, legs. So they can, no problem, they don't need shoes. But Krishna said, no, but if you want to give me shoes, I also give you shoes to the cows. If you can give shoes to the cows, then only I would wear shoes. But then Nanda Maharaj has 900,000 cows. So imagine to make shoes for all these cows. You need actually 36,000 shoes, right? And they also have calves, isn't it? So this katha is very beautiful, the story. In the end, Krishna decided to go barefoot, cow grazing barefoot. So the cows are so dear to Bhagavan, so dear. So Brahmaji gave an advice to Indra. Brahma said, hey, Indra, you committed offense to his feet, so you should go to him with his dear one. At least, like the cow may like plea in your behalf, and then in this way you'll be able to get his favor. So Indra asked for the help of Surabhi, came to Krishna, apologized. Krishna was pleased. In the end, Indra performed the Abhishek of Krishna with Panchamrita, milk, yogurt, ghee, etc. Generally, we say this katha when we go to Govinda Kund in Govardhan. And actually, Indra gave to Krishna this name Govinda.
रविंद्र से अनंत काल
even though this name is actually unlimited, like since time without beginning, performing pastimes like a human being,
ईश्वर के नाम रखा
in this Leela, Indra gave to Krishna the name Govinda. Why the name Govinda? Govinda Titi, Govinda.
गायों की जो रक्षा करते हैं
He protects all the cows. Go means Veda, Go means Brahmana, Go means Gopas, Gopis,
गाय देश सबकी रक्षा
cows. He protects everyone.
इसलिए विंध्य जी आनंदित रक्षा भी करते हैं
So he protects them and
पालन
also he nourishes them.
इस वस्तु का विवरण
So this beautiful explanation of the name Govinda. In the end,
इंद्र के मन में भी थोड़ा बहुत
Indra, he was repenting. He was feeling this repentance in his heart. Oh, I committed this offense.
इंद्र आकर के
And then Indra came here
गौ माता के साथ सुरभि के साथ
with the cow, Surabhi. Came here and performed the austerities. Where?
हरे सुरभि
At Surabhi Corn, in Navadvipa Dham, in Godrum Dvip. Godrum, that's why the name of the place is Godrum. Go means cow, Druma, tree. So Indra plus cow stayed under the tree, performed austerities, hard austerities.
इसलिए उस स्थान के कहा
And that place is called
जाता है
Godrum.
सुरभि इसलिए भी आना पड़ा
So Surabhi also had to come because she helped an offender, right? So she also somehow got involved.
एक अपराध करना और
So one
एक
person
अपराधी को
made some offense, and someone who is supporting that offender, both are same.
दोनों ही अपराध हैं।
Both are considered offenders.
इसलिए सुरभि देवी
So,
की मन में की
Surabhi Devi, in her mind, she also felt repentance.
कि मैंने
She was thinking, oh, I helped Indra, like I have supported him. So she decided to come also here to perform austerity. So this place is called
रवि
Surabhi Kunj, Godrum Dvip.
इस कथा को इसके बच्चा भक्ति
After that, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur house, right, his samadhi, we went there. We went to his samadhi place, where Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur,
इस प्रकार भजन करते हैं
how he used to do bhajan, and
महाप्रभु के जन्म बेटा स्थान को उन्होंने
he
दर्शन
had the darshan of the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was there. I'm telling everything in brief. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he was thinking, when he was still doing Grihastha Leela, he thought, oh, I spent all my life only like analyzing cases, like giving punishment to these offenders and dacoits and criminals, and because he was a judge, state level judge, so not good people come to him. Who comes to him? Criminals. So these lawyers actually are supporting these criminals, correct?
Law and life. अच्छा चल
So like law,
ये भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर जी कह रहे हैं
like,
मेरे यही संसारी जीवन करते करते मेरा चला गया
so Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, my life went by like this. I came to this world to do Bhagavad Bhajan.
भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर कह रहे हैं
Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur said,
इस संसार में आया हूँ किस
why have I come to this world? Why? To perform Hari Bhajan.
आए थे हरि भजन के लिए बोलने लगे
But I just wasted my time. This is what happened in our lives.
आप कुछ नहीं हुआ।
No benefit
इसलिए
from
भक्तिविनोद
doing all
ठाकुर
these
मन
things.
विचार करने लगे तो मैं ये सब छोड़ करके कहाँ जाऊँ वृंदावन में जाकर भजन
So Bhaktivinoda Thakur thought, I will give up everything. I will go to Vrindavan and perform Bhajan.
सब छोड़ करके वृंदावन को चलने लगे
So he left everything and he was going to Vrindavan. On the way, he came to a Shiva temple called Tarakeshwar. I also went there just now, but didn't have enough time, so I didn't have darshan there. Of the temple of Shiva, where we did fire sacrifice, and also we installed the deities for that Prabhuji. Beautiful, beautiful. So there in this temple of Shiva, like Thakurji is in Patal, under the earth, and then when you When you offer water, then after the water will make some sound and go underneath. When you give the water in the deity, if the desire you have is going to be fulfilled, then the sound will come. Glug, 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 glug. If your desire will not be fulfilled, the water will just go in, but without the sound. Go, 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 go. Who has come to the deity Tarakeshwar? Lord Shiva. If you give the water to the deity and you have a desire in your mind, if your desire will be fulfilled, the water will make some special sound as well when you give in the deity. Who has had this darshan? Raise your hands. Have you been there? No. You had a darshan. Anyway, people say like this. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, you can see in his life history, once he spent a night in this temple of Lord Shiva, and at that time, Mahadev appeared in his dream and said, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, you are not a normal person. You are directly the dear associate of Srimati Radhika. And you have come to this world for a specific reason. You have to fulfill the reason why you have come. At that moment, Lord Shiva said, you have to manifest Gaura Nam and Gaura Dham in this world. After that, if you want to do some another bhajan, okay. Then, having received these orders of Shiva, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, instead of going to Vrindavan, he went to Navadvipa and performed his bhajan. Shiva gave him direct instruction. You have to manifest Gaura Nam and Gaura Dham. What is the meaning of that? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he disappeared of this world, maybe it was already 300 years old, right, when Bhaktivinoda Thakur was here, like 300 years after Mahaprabhu came. And then, at that time, Sahajiya Sakibekis, the Apasampradayas, they already had contaminated the pure holy names spread by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They had already polluted this pure philosophy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because they say you can eat, do whatever you want, and chant holy names as well. People forgot the Shuddha Pranali, the pure way of chanting pure holy names. Sahajiya Sakibekis say, eat all you want, do whatever, and just chant holy names. No need to follow anything. In Bengal, they say, like, eat fish, date with any other, like a wife of others, and just chant Haribol. But if you don't understand Bengali, that's good, because it's like a proverb they say like this. It means eat fish, and speak Haribol. And you can also, you can have a woman in Parakya Bhav, stupid nonsense, illegally associate with him. In your mouth, just chant Haribol. So this Apasiddhanta is Sahaji, wrong philosophy. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he knew that was going on, and Shiva told him, you have to preach the pure philosophy of Mahaprabhu in this world. Especially the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where we went, in Jogapit. The Muslims they were in control of that land. They made their cemetery there. The Muslims, they had captured that land. They were claiming that land was theirs. And the Muslims even changed the name of the place. They, instead of calling Mayapur, they called Niyampur. Vrindavana, they called Fakirabad. And Mathura, Maninabad. Prayag, they also renamed Allahabad. The Muslims, they changed the names of the sacred Hindu places. So, you have to manifest the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
एक गुद्रुम में
So Bhaktivinoda Thakur came to Godrum and started performing his bhajan,
उसके प्रकट दिया जाए
thinking how to manifest the birthplace, how to do it, and then chanting holy names one day. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was like 2 a.m., 2 a.m., and then he saw,
कालिंदी नदी
you know, the Kalindi river. It's like a black color river.
उसके पार करके उस तरफ
So from the other side, across the river, he saw a beautiful light, so much light. And then he saw like Shiva, he saw Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Shiva Thakur, all the devotees, Guru Nitaya, everyone chanting holy names in Nama Sankirtan.
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
So beautiful. So he saw that, and then like a vision of the Nama Sankirtan in that place, and then this vision disappeared. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur realized, oh, that's the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then, early in the morning, Bhaktivinoda Thakur came to that area, and then he asked the people around, what is here? Oh, then they say, oh, this is the cemetery of the Muslims. They you know, they bury people here, you know, with the coffins and all. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he thought, oh, this is the place where I saw Mahaprabhu with the devotees chanting and dancing. And he saw only like Tulsi plants there. Maybe an area of like 10 square meters or 20 square meters was only Tulsi plants. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur asked the Muslims, you were Muslims. You don't worship Tulsi, you don't know the glories of Tulsi. Why did you plant Tulsi here? Why did you plant Tulsi? And then they said, oh, actually, we never planted we never sowed like Tulsi seeds here, never. Actually, whatever seed you try to put in this all soil, even wheat, you know, rice, only Tulsi comes out of the earth. Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he thought, yes, that's the place. This is the place where Mahaprabhu took birth in. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, he checked the scriptures, the Shastras, and he saw where was the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like taking evidence from the scriptures, from the Veda, Purana, Upanishad, etc. How far from the Ganges banks and like this. He also checked all this. And also, even that, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also brought from England, I mean, he asked from England some old maps. Some old maps. Because he was a district magistrate, right? So he could do that. He had very good relationship with the British government. So he easily was able to get these old maps from the area. He saw, oh yeah, this area is the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But still, a Mahabhagavata also needs to confirm that, otherwise people won't believe it. So that's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, at that time, he went to Vrindavan, and then he went to Surya Kunda, on the banks of Surya Kunda. You know, when you do the Vrindavan Parikrama also, we go there. Where Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj used to stay, performing his bhajan. He was already 144 years old. Okay, maybe 2 years more or less than 144. Don't debate. Don't argue over that, okay? You were not there at that time, nor me. So why being so like, no, I said 144. He said, oh no, 2 years more. Alright? And don't argue over that. His exact age. But anyway, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, Bihari was the servant of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He brought Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj in a basket. And then, when they arrived in this place, in Mayapur, he jumped out of the basket. jumped. And before he couldn't even walk, but then he started dancing, raising his arms and jumping. This is the birthplace of Lord Gaura Sundar, my Gaura Sundar. That's why his Pranam mantra, it says, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Pranam mantra. In this way was established. But still the land was with the Muslims, controlled by the Muslims. How to take back from them? In Hindi they say, means if you have power, you'll be able to control. Like, power is control, basically the meaning of this proverb. So for many, many years they were taking care of that. I mean, they were controlling that area, so it will be very hard to take from their clutches. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he asked Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada to take care of this deal, of this thing, and said, you have to take back this land from the Muslims. Take control of that land. Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, he entrusted this to Vinod Vihari Brahmachari. Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Goswami Maharaj. At the time his name was Vinod Bihari Brahmachari. Then Vinod Bihari Brahmachari, he was also, from a landowner family. His family had many lands, so he knew how to deal with these people, tenants and things like that. So the Muslims, they took control of that land, right? So some lands that belonged to Bhaktisiddhanta, and then these Muslims were like tenants, they wouldn't pay sometimes Bhaktisiddhanta. And then one time, Vinod Bihari Brahmachari, he held the Muslim and put him under the table and started beating him up, beating him. And then all the other Muslims saw and started paying properly the tax and the rents. So Vinod Bihari Brahmachari, see what he did to get this land back. He went there in this land with his dear intimate associates, and during the night they started digging, and then they took all the dead bodies, like bones, cleaned, and threw in the Ganges. Means they delivered all of them because they touched the Ganges. If someone dies, actually you have to throw the bones of the person in the Ganges. Ganga Visarjan, throwing the ashes in the Ganges. So in this way he actually delivered all the Muslims. There's no doubt. You see, the 60,000 children of Sagar Maharaj, they had been cursed by Kapil Dev that they would become ashes. For thousands of years they were waiting. As soon as the Ganges touched them, they delivered. Isn't it? The Ganges is so glorious, so glorious. Someone said, oh, how they delivered? Yes, they delivered. Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Goswami Maharaj, he made a beautiful garden in the middle of the night with jackfruit trees. He planted big jackfruit trees and other trees, also coconut trees, flowers, plants. Beautiful garden. And then early in the morning, so next day they came. It seemed like a park, not a cemetery anymore, like a park. Everything's so beautiful. Then the Muslims, they started quarreling, like, because the Muslims said, oh, this is our land, what is happening? Then the police came, the British force came to try to pacify the quarrel. Okay, who's the owner of this land, like this? Vinod Bihari Brahmachari said, look, this place, for how many days we were using this place? Look, I even have a paper.
कागज होना चाहिए
because you need to have a document.
Mightier than the
The pen is mightier than the sword.
क्या बोला
What did I say?
पेन
The pen is mightier than the sword.
तो उसे कागज पत्र दिखाया
So he showed
वन है कि
the paper, the document, because the British are very intelligent. So he's like, let me see the document proving that this land is yours. So he showed,
इन्हीं के नाम पर सब है
and it was really in the name
मुसलमान के बोले तुम लोग दिखाओ
in the Hindus. And Muslims, do you have a document? They said, no, we don't have. So you are actually taking this land, and then you want to say that it's yours. And then the British actually beat the Muslims away, beat them and like kick them away. So in this way, if you know the Bihari Brahmachari, he got the land of the birth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu back. So what I want to say, this is actually a very special contribution of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, a special contribution. So we went today to his place. And then after that, where did we go? To Hari-katha.
यहाँ पर हम लोग गए थे और हरिहर क्षेत्र उसके हरिहर क्षेत्र जाने के पहले
So before going to Hari-katha, we passed by Subarna Bihar.
पहले हमने सुवर्ण विहार होते हुए जाते थे
Before used to go to Subarna Bihar.
और
Nowadays, because it's so hot and so many people are there,
बस खिचड़ी खा करके
we just eat the khichdi and go, not stopping in Subarna Bihar.
कहाँ चले जाते हैं
And we go straight to Hari-katha. But before it was not like that. No. First we'd stop in Subarna Bihar. We used to sit down there and speak about Subarna Sen and Katha. I don't think you don't even know. I think you don't even know who is Subarna Sen, where is Subarna Bihar, because we don't go there. Because before,
और वहीं पर
in the old days, actually we used to take prasad lunchtime there. Where? In Nrsimhapali before. Nrsimhapali.
दोपहर के जो है
Prasada, midday prasada was there at that time.
गुरुदेव के समय कुछ
In the time of Gurudeva. For some time it was also like this, and then slowly it changed.
हो गया जितना समय होते जा रहे हैं धीरे
The more time is going, the bhakti is getting more and more hidden. We say your bhakti is increasing, but actually not. So example, we not even go to Suvarna Vihar anymore. So how can bhakti increase? Who has been to Suvarna Vihar? When did you go? Many years ago. In the time of Gurudeva. She said in 2011 she went. But Gurudeva was not there anymore. Gurudev said no. Even when Gurudeva was there, we went there. We used to go there. So I used to go to Suvarna Vihar and then go to Hari-katha. Then going to Nrsimhapali. Little bit round have to go. Anyway. So we do pranam. Nowadays we do pranam from far only. Do you think it's enough doing pranam from far? Anyway. Kung sasabi ko sa
You cannot touch the sadhu feet because you will become
contaminated. So briefly I'll tell you. One day Narada Rishi, he was going
Sarcasm.
sarcasm. Yeah, sarcasm. So anyway, he came and spoke to Hari-katha about Jnana Vairagya. And then after that, Vairagya appeared in his heart. And he left everything and started doing bhajan. His Hari-katha is so beautiful. You can read in the book Navadvipa Mahima. You can read more about Subarna Bihar. Mahaprabhu also used to go there with his devotees doing Namas and Kirtan. This katha is so beautiful. So Hari-katha, In Hari-katha, you heard
दीदी ने बहुत सुंदर सूक्ष्म और
Did also beautiful described very briefly, very well. She spoke very well
हरिहर के हिंदी कथा
about Hari-katha.
हरि और हर
Hari Har.
हरि माने
Hari means Krishna and Har means Shiva.
हरि हर एकात्म शब्द लिखा है
Harihara Ekatma. Ekatma, what is the meaning of Ekatma?
हेतु नहीं एकत्व होता है
Means very dear. When someone is so dear,
पर भी
then you can also say Ekatma, like one. According to Sanskrit, Ekatma means like one. When someone is very dear to you,
एक आत्मा की एकात्म होता है
Ekatma, one soul, like only the one.
अद्वैतवादी लोग
The Advaitavadis, the impersonalists, the monists, they take this and say, oh, soul in God is one. God is soul, soul is God.
अद्वैतवादी लोग तो
The Advaitavadis,
स्वीकार ही नहीं करते
they don't even accept the existence of jivas. They think actually
जीवो ब्रह्म को करना पड़ा
only one true Brahma.
शंकराचार्य जो
Actually, the jiva is God, but doesn't know yet. So anyway, the philosophy of Shankaracharya.
तो ये सब क्या करते हैं मन को दूषित कर
So in this way, the Mayavada philosophy polluted the mind of everyone, the minds of everyone. If you have your mind polluted by Mayavada philosophy, your heart will become very hard.
सबल पर कर लेते हैं उससे चित्त क्या हो जाता है
If once you hear this philosophy, your heart will become so contaminated.
तो इसलिए भी कह रहे हैं मायावाद श्रवण करना नहीं चाहिए
So we should not hear the Mayavada philosophy ever.
यदि आप खंडन करना कर सकते हो
Only if you can cut that philosophy, then you can hear this philosophy and get good knowledge about it. Otherwise, don't hear about it. Don't hear it.
तो हरि हर हरि माने क्या
Hari Har. Hari means Krishna or Vishnu, and Har Shiva.
महादेव के साथ कृष्ण व विष्णु के साथ इतने प्रियत्व है इसके लिए कहता है हरि और
So they're so dear. Like Shiva is so dear to Vishnu. That's why Hari Har
एक तरफ सफेद मूर्ति
Ekatma. So that's so beautiful deity. Half is white, half is black.
इतने प्रियत्व
Because he's so dear. He's so dear. Like Shiva is so dear to Vishnu.
शिव तत्व अत्यंत
Because Shiva Tattva is a very complicated tattva.
है
From all the other tattvas, Shiva Tattva is the most complicated.
सबके समझ में आना बहुत कठिन
It's not easy for everyone to understand it. It's not at all easy.
है
You understand?
क्योंकि इस तत्व को जानने के लिए
To know this tattva, you have
नीचे
to
आना पड़ेगा
come a little bit down.
क्या करना पड़ेगा
What do you
जीव
mean?
के गुण कितना है
First of all, how many qualities the soul has?
वो भी जीव के जो गुण है
50, right? But only in little bit portion. Very little bit of these 50 qualities.
देवता आदि
The demigods,
50
they have the same 50 qualities, but more than the human, the jivas. More.
इतना ही आप समझ लीजिए जीव में
Try to
कितने गुण
understand.
है
The jivas have 50 qualities.
देवता में भी 50
Demigods also have 50, but in more quantity.
अधिक जो है मात्रा में है आज मुझे ज्यादा पत्तल दिया गया ज्यादा भोग प्रसाद दिया गया हम जो
If you have a big plate, you get more prasadam. I'm small.
तात्पर्य ये है जिसमें
Anyway,
गुण का है 50 गुण है
50 same qualities, but the jivas have less and demigods more.
देवता में अधिक गुण माने जीव से अधिक गुण है शिव में कितने गुण है
So how many qualities Shiva has?
विष्णु में कितने गुण है
55.
8 गुण
And Vishnu 60.
गुण अभी विचार करके
So we see all, the Shastra describe the qualities of
शिव जी में
them,
कितने गुण
their
होते हैं
qualities. So I said Shiva had 55. Shiva has 55. Means Shiva has 5 more qualities than the demigods.
समझ में आता है कौन कौन 5 गुण अधिक है
So which 5 qualities more? Let's see.
आज जगदन पढ़ा कि नहीं
Have you read the Javadharma?
पढ़ते पढ़ते छोड़ दिया
You read so much that now you don't even want to know about it anymore, right? Anyway, Shiva has 5 qualities more than the demigods.
एक जो है
One is Shiva, he's very dear to Bhagavan.
विशेष करके माया
Especially, some qualities of Maya are mixed in Shiva.
माया की कुछ गुण जो है संमिश्र
Some qualities of Shiva are mixed. So check the qualities in the book now.
है आप लोग बोले तो हम
If you tell me something, then I can also tell more. But
एक धर्म पढ़ा ही नहीं
You didn't even read Javadharma, you forgot everything? What Javadharma
जो
says?
सुन लिया पढ़ लिया सब
Or
छोड़ करके आ
you
गए।
heard, you studied, and you left everything, now you're just sitting
सुन
here?
करके गए, सुन करके छोड़ दिया। हैं?
In which parts of the Javadharma is that?
जीवधर्म कहते हैं। यहाँ पर जीवों की गुण के संबंध
In that chapter where they describe the qualities of the Jivas.
में नहीं ये होगा कितने चैप्टर 16-17 चैप्टर जहाँ पर मायावादी
I think chapter 16 or 17 where they're describing the Mayavad philosophy.
अच्छा देख माया
Look it up.
कुछ गुण उसमें
Yes, so Shiva has some qualities of Maya.
इसीलिए तो माया के जो 3 गुण ही है
So there are 3 gunas of Maya.
रजो और तमो शिव जी में ये तमोगुण मिश्रा है इसलिए शिव
Shiva has mixed also Tamagun, mode of ignorance. So another name of Shiva is Shankara. Shankara, this word Shankara means mixed, Mishram, mixed. Where's your glasses?
बार-बार आलोचना नहीं चाहिए
Yeah, we should again and again speak about this. Otherwise we forget. Everyone write this down. These 5 qualities, extra qualities of Shiva.
How to highlight the divine devotional nature and how to the Gauriya understanding of reciting the drums of the signal of 20 Shiva consists of 55 attributes. Qualities with the primary 5 that distributes him from the living entity, Jivatma. First one is always situated in his Swarup, eternal nature. He is eternally fixed in his transcendental form, the devotee of Krishna, unaffected by material Maya, despite residing in the material world. अपने उस स्वरूप में रहते हैं और
So he's always in his own Swarupa.
कृष्ण के भक्त हैं
He's a devotee of Krishna,
माया से material माया है unaffected है
unaffected by material Maya.
ये बोले कि संसार में हम लोग जो है वो 3 गुणों से हमेशा रहित
In this
हैं,
material world, we're always with the 3 modes of material nature. But Lord Shiva
unaffected.
is unaffected by the material modes. He's omniscient, Sarvagyan.
Possesses total knowledge of the absolute truth, the scriptures, and the pastimes of Lord Krishna. He understands, Lord, everything about Krishna, the absolute truth.
He knows everything about Lord Krishna. So always fixed in his Swarupa, omniscient.
Place of recovery.
Yeah, so exactly what he said also. Okay, now in Hindi. So first quality, always fixed in his own Swarup. Second, omniscient, Sarvagya, knows everything.
Ever fresh and new. Nitya Nava.
Nityanava, ever fresh and new. Fourth,
Despite being the oldest, Adi Deva,
despite being the oldest,
spiritually
always
fresh,
eternally youthful, spiritual,
looks very
fresh,
young and
looks very young,
very divine,
very
but
divine,
he's Adi Deva. So many people
because he's Adideva.
play him in that form.
Adideva. You can read whatever it says there in Hindi. So always established in his own Swarup. He's reading from Javadharma, I think so.
जीव अपने सदा स्वरूप में स्थित रहा
So always fixed in his own Swarup.
जीव के जो
The Jivas are like that.
कर्म है शुद्ध जीवात्मा की स्वरूपगत जो स्थिति है
The Swarupa of the Jivas in their pure form, they're always fixed. They cannot change the Swarupa of the soul.
क्या बोला
What did I say?
सदा अपने शुद्ध जीवात्मा है शुद्ध जीव नहीं करे
I'm not talking about the conditioned soul, I'm talking about the pure soul.
सर्वज्ञता जिसमें भगवान में जैसे सर्वज्ञता है,
And then Sarvagata,
जिसमें भी
omniscience.
सर्वज्ञता है,
God is omniscient and the jivas too. First, I'm talking about the jivas. Then this can go for Shiva. Whatever the jiva has in a small proportion,
जिसमें
Shiva has in the biggest
भगवान
quantity.
भगवान की गुण जो है,
Because the qualities,
गुण भक्ति ने समझा,
the qualities of Bhagavan manifest in the devotees too.
चार गुण को छोड़ करके
Except 4 qualities, means Rupa Madhurya, Lila Madhurya, Vena Madhurya, and Prema Madhurya. Except these 4 qualities, all the other qualities of Bhagavan manifest in the devotees too, in the jivas too. But in a very minor form. Mahadeva, this quality he also has.
ये विशेषता दिखा रहे हैं।
This is his speciality.
नित्य नवरण जी,
Then Nityanavin,
नित्य नवरण
always youthful, fresh. The jivas are also like that.
शिव कभी बड़े नहीं होता।
Shiva never becomes old.
हम लोग कहते हैं पूरा शिव का है।
We call one Shiva Buddha Shiva, like old Shiva, but Shiva is never old actually.
प्राचीन
One is a Buddha Shiva means like ancient Shiva, like very ancient.
सच्चिदानंद घनीभूत स्वरूप का है।
Then he's the form of Sachidananda.
सच्चिदानंद
The soul is also Sachidananda, spiritual. Bhagavana also, and Jiva too. The Jivas are also Sachidananda.
और उस शिव में भी
And Shiva also, like this.
अधिक मात्रा है, जैसे 100 and
Condensed means more.
और
Okay, next.
सर्व सिद्धि
Has all perfections, Sarvasiddhi. So Shiva has these 5 qualities very special in him. Understand? Sarvasiddhi. That's why people worship Lord Shiva. Because they want to attain these mystic perfections. What else was I saying? Okay, 5.
बचपन जो है ये माया के विशेष के
5th is that
माया के जो गुण जो है,
these gunas of Maya,
तमोगुण जो है,
especially Tamagun,
सिद्धि उस तमोगुण के अंगीकार
Lord Shiva accepts this mode of ignorance
आदि का
and destroys,
संहार का
makes the destruction. Not possible to do this destruction without this Tamagun.
तमोगुण तमोगुण के उन्होंने के स्वीकार कर
So he accepts Tamagun.
और स्वीकार करके तब
And then
ध्वंस कार्य आदि
he performs the destruction.
शिव तत्व की जो है विशेष करके 2 प्रकार के शिव के बारे में
There are 2 kinds of Shiva. Shastra describes.
सदाशिव
One is Sadashiva, another one
कैलाश।
Kailasha Shiva.
आगे से सुनिए सदाशिव कौन है?
So who is Sadashiva?
भगवान विष्णु ही सदा
Swayam Bhagavan manifests as Sadashiva.
शिव प्रकट के बारे में भी शास्त्रों में लिखा गया है।
Shastra also describes that
विचार करने लगे
once Swayam Bhagavan he thinks, Ekwaham Bahushyami, I'm only one,
एक रूप में
but I want to manifest many forms to relish Prema Ras.
इस समय ऐसे
Then, thinking about this, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, when he is in Vrindavan under the
किनारे में
banyan tree,
विराजमान
in the banks of Jamuna, Lord Krishna is thinking, I want to manifest many forms. So as soon as he desires, I want to manifest many forms. I'm alone, but I want to relish Rasa manifesting many forms. Ekwaham Bahusyami. I'm only one, but I want to manifest many forms. Krishna feels the desire in his heart to manifest many forms.
साधन करने के लिए
To relish many rasas, it's necessary to have many people.
अकेला क्या करूं?
What are you going to do alone?
अकेला बहुत बनाया अकेले खा
You cook yourself, you eat alone, you won't like it. No, you want to sit with everyone, feed others, and then also eat. Then you feel happiness, right? Yes. Give juice to everyone.
आज बियर पिला के जो आ गया तो दे दिया मैंने।
Whoever came here gave juice.
क्योंकि पिला के दिया
I gave fruity or not to whoever came.
और भी पड़ा हुआ है
There's more here still, huh? There's still some rest.
देने वाला नहीं था।
If someone wants to here.
2 बटन जो है सबको दे दीजिए।
2 bottles to everyone.
क्या पूरी का करेंगे?
Where's the fruity? It's still here.
2 बटन
Oh, there's still one bottle left. You haven't come to take juice? Yesterday I gave milk juice to everyone. Whoever came, took the juice. What can I do? Oh, Maharaj, I didn't get. But what can I do? It's not in your destiny to get that juice. What can I do? I called everyone with love. I said, come. Even our parents don't call us in such a sweet way like that. I said, Shama, write in the group, tell everyone that I'm giving juice. Today is Ekadashi Titi. You're feeling too much hot in your belly, in your tummy. So drink this juice. It was written in the group or not? Shem sent the message. You can at least come and check and try a little bit. But you didn't say, oh, Maharaj, I couldn't come, I couldn't even walk. Okay, I'll send a car to pick you up to come and take juice. Whoever came, got the juice. Didn't get. Even the dog, someone also took. I said, okay, maybe the dog will take. Or some people also drank from outside. Very nice, prepared. Because also we put coconut water also in that juice. So that your body will be even more cooled. Hydrated. You didn't need to do anything. Just come and take the juice. Everything is ready. The juice of coconut water. Just drink. But still you couldn't drink. I drank it for you. Still you couldn't come. Even the seeds they removed, all the effort, because this bell juice has so many seeds. So it was just completely perfect and ready. So whoever had in the destiny to drink the juice came. I'm not lying. Like here also 2 bottles. 1 bottle was with me. Another Madan Mahan bought. And 3rd bottle also this Prabhu brought. The other bottle is not even open. People didn't drink. What can I do? Somebody comes and takes the juice. Anyway, what I was speaking about? Okay, desire of Krishna. To fulfill the desire of Krishna. So, the right hand of Krishna started moving. In one age was Baladev Prabhu, and some other ages Sadashiv manifested from his right arm. He's no different from Krishna. Sadashiv no different from Krishna. In one form, Krishna is as Sadashiv. Another Tata also. When the left arm of Krishna started shaking, Srimati Radhika appeared, but not necessary to speak about Radharani now. Let's keep this hidden. Anyway, Srimati Radhika appeared from his left arm. And then Krishna held Srimati Radhika and they came under the banyan tree. Divya Vrindarana Kalpadrumada. This verse explains how Srimati Radhika appeared and they performed the Rasa Lila. Anyway, coming to Shiva Tata. So Sadashiva appeared from Krishna himself. Why? Why Krishna manifested Sadashiva? Because Krishna thought, I'm performing beautiful pastime. I need somebody to watch, to see, right? This beautiful pastime. Like example, you perform a drama, a play, and there's no one in the public, no one to watch, no audience. There's no audience. Nobody bought a ticket to see your play, to watch your play. There's no audience. Like I told the other day, one person made a beautiful, like a cage. A cage, and then there was a lion inside. Like he put the lion in the cage, and he started like to sell tickets. People come to see the lion, and then he started making tickets cheaper. Still, people wouldn't come to see the lion, and then he gave for free. People could come and see the animal for free. And everybody said, "Okay, let's check. Let's see the lion." But nobody paid, right? And then
खोल दिया
He opened the lion, opened, and then the lion said,
तो हम इसलिए कह रहे हैं विश्व विचार खंड ऐसे मेरे सुंदर जो लीला जो है लीला दर्शन एक तो कम से कम क्या होनी चाहिए
so Krishna thought, I need some spectator, like audience, to see my leelas.
जो मैंने करा
So Jogamaya arranged
अपने एक अभिन्न
that
स्वरूप
Krishna manifested a no different form than him, which is Sadashiv.
अपने बलदेव
In some kalpas was Baladev Prabhu.
इसलिए सदाशिव है ये कृष्ण से भी
Sadashiva is no different from Krishna.
ये तो लीला दर्शन में चलेगी तत्व दर्शन में आ जाएगी पूरा तत्व
So this is,
समझना चाहिए
let's understand also Tattva Darshan. This is Rasa Darshan in the past time. Now, Tattva Darshan, how Shiva is.
ब्रह्मा कैसे बनते हैं
Okay, how somebody can become Brahma or Shiva. Shastra explains, if some Jiva
और जन्म तक
for 100 lives follows perfectly Varnashram Dharma, perfectly,
और धर्म सब तो जन्म चतुर्वर्णों में आश्रितम गुण कर्म विभाग अपने गुण और कर्म के
according to the qualities and the